Good morning, Alta Realty Group agents. This is Kevin Lauren. I'm the Director of Marketing and Training here. And today we are going to go through video in real estate and the use of video, what to do, what not to do, all that great stuff. Today we're also joined by Clearview Mortgage's Bill Seitz. Good morning, Bill. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Kevin. How you doing?
Fantastic. Nice rainy morning here in California. I think the whole state's getting covered right now.
Yeah, I just finally started coming down here about an hour ago here in Newport Beach, and it seems like it's a carbon copy of last Wednesday's webinar. I think it was raining last week as well. So,
Yeah,
yeah, we're all getting used to this weather now.
I know. We have a rainy state now. Good
For
stuff.
sure.
Yeah.
Kevin, real quick, I'm going to run through just a couple things before you get going. As always, we just try to do a finance update within the company. And once again, my name is Bill Seitz. For those of you that don't know me, I'm one of the founding partners of the company, and I also manage and run Clearview Mortgage, which is the in-house brokerage arm to the company on a day-to-day basis. So if I haven't spoken to you yet, I look forward to getting to know you if you're a new recruit on the webinar. I'd like to welcome everybody, and I hope you have your coffee. I hope you have your hot chocolate or whatever you're drinking this morning. We'd like to take about 30 minutes of your time and provide some valuable information, things that are useful in the marketplace. And Kevin really does a good job of presenting some tips for you guys on your marketing, because as we all know, driving your marketing and driving your real estate footprint in your local marketplace is really how things are going to develop and gain momentum for you all. So we're excited. Yeah. So we're excited what Kevin's going to bring to the table today. Real quick, I want to recap what we did last week. If you weren't on the call, we had Tara Marcordes on last week from Spring EQ, and she went through the quick little Q&A on second mortgages, basically an alternative to a cash out refinance. So I know some of you had some questions, and I spoke offline after the webinar. So if you guys have any, clients or people that might have a need for that, or you want to talk further, myself or anyone in our team is willing to take the time to kind of go through some scenarios with you. So that was really helpful last week for, I think, to understand what the options are out there for basically leveraging equity in your home. Last week was an amazing attendance, and I think that we are starting to get some nice traction internally and really grow this webinar presence. And I know some people, for whatever reason, they drop kids off at school, or they have an obligation sometimes they can't quite make it, and Kevin sends out the replay, which allows you to watch it at home or maybe a different time of the day. But we are really trying to drive the attendance on the live version, because I think it all gets us in a habit of being together on the webinar. It gives us a chance to kind of be together as a community for this brief moment and kind of develop that culture for what we're trying to do here at Alta. And I think it's a really positive thing that we can do midweek with each other. Couple new agents I want to welcome. We've got Danny Malio, I think it is. Danny, sorry, hopefully that's the right pronunciation. He's here locally here in Newport Beach, so welcome, Danny. And we also have Ataf Abdul Wahab, and I hope I pronounced that right, Ataf. But I look forward to speaking with you here in the near future. Thank you for joining this morning. So it's always good to have new agents and new recruits on the webinar. We appreciate you guys attending this morning. Two last little things before I let Kevin get into it. Clearview Mortgage has their Instagram page up now. So Clearview Mortgage, we'd love to have all you guys follow us. I'm really going to work hard to putting out some good content. If you guys, following Clearview Mortgage, I will do my best to follow you guys as well if you're utilizing social media. I think we talked about that briefly a week or two ago, the importance of it in a brief capacity, and Kevin's done really good trainings on that in the past. I'm sure we'll probably re-engage that in the future, because it's something we all can't really get enough of how things are evolving. Right, Kevin? In the social media capacity. So, I've probably been a little bit behind the eight ball of getting Clearview Mortgages, Instagram presence up, but I am dedicating myself to it, and I'm in the same boat as you all, so we can navigate it together. But if you would follow us, we would be gratefully appreciative. And lastly, I just want to share how things kind of process on our end at Clearview Mortgage. I'm going to kind of do a little touting, in-house tout session. We probably don't do enough of it, but I really, I get excited when we get these approvals and they come through quickly. And most of the time, if it's not a really challenged borrower, someone who hasn't filed their tax returns and yet they're submitting offers, and they're, things like that can get sticky, and they can be a little bit of a challenge that we work through. But 8 out of 10 loans, we have everything up front, we submit, and boom, we get these approvals in record time, really. I came from a retail bank. I know how inefficient retail banks are. We're on a wholesale platform, for those of you that don't know. And our investor partners are amazing. The underwriting and the turn times are quick. And we really want to encourage you guys to give us a try. We have some agents that are already using us pretty much exclusively, and they will attest to the process and trusting that we're going to make sure that a transaction gets closed for you. So as you can see here, congratulations, your loan was cleared to close in less than 10 days. 10 days, is, as we all know, is an amazing time frame from submitting the loan, getting the appraisal back, and clearing all conditions, and getting it CTC'd, clear to close, and going to docs and being able to close. Most of the times we actually have the option of closing early, and that's obviously up to you guys when you talk to the listing agent, if you're the buyer's agent. But I do like to share these successes with us on our side, because a lot of what we do here is we're really trying to create an environment where we all work together. We're trying our best to give you guys the complete, pie of the commission. We do earn revenue from finance. So we really hope that you guys will understand that that's the way our model does work. And we have an amazing group of 6 people in the finance department that are more than happy and willing to help you in any capacity. So that's about it here, Kevin. I know I'm going to kind of support you a little bit here on the marketing side, but thank you for giving me a few minutes to ramble here and welcome everybody and kind of go through a little list of things that I wanted to address.
Absolutely, Bill. We always enjoy having you come on and give us an overview of what's happening in the finance land. So without further ado, I'm going to head on into our presentation for the day. And so today is all about video. And so using video in real estate marketing and all marketing really it's something it's come up quite a bit, and it's become more and more important. And I've got a couple of stats here that I'll pull up for you guys. So within video and digital, there are a ton of ways to do things in digital, especially with respect to real estate. But I just want to go through a couple of stats. These are really, really important. So communicating with video. So 80% of home buyers and sellers use video when deciding to buy or sell a home. That's a massive number, you guys. And then viewers retain 95% of a video's message, as opposed to 10% when reading a text or reading, just a static message. So really, really an important part of what we do as real estate agents. So here's a couple more really key stats. Real estate listings that include a video receive 403 more inquiries. That's a ridiculous stat. So, I mean, it just goes to show people do respond to video. They do look at video. It's really, really, you can't deny it. So 73% of homeowners say they're more likely to list with an agent offering to do a video. And here's a huge kicker, only 12% of real estate agents offer video to sellers in their marketing package. And we know that these are not very hard to do. So 85% of home buyers say they're more likely to buy from an agent that utilizes video. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. And the millennials, which, as we all know, are the largest group of home buyers in the market today, they love video. They love social media. So you got to be there, and we got to communicate with these guys on their terms. Most of us are a little bit older, but we have to learn how to communicate with that group. So really, really important, guys. So a couple different things that you can do with video There are, you could do neighborhood tours or community videos showcasing a community that you farm. That's a really good idea for a marketing video. Property tours are a must. Touring a property and showing the highlights of an individual property, really great. Even on higher end properties, I'll show you an example of very, very high end video. I mean, if it's a several $1 million property, you can afford to have a video team come in, do some drone footage, and put together a really, really nice video. So not necessary, obviously, on a $300,000 condo, but we can still create video that's very, very impactful and really stand out. Other ones are obviously agent profile videos. These are okay. I would not spend too much time doing an agent profile video, especially anything that's long. I mean, a 30-second agent profile video is plenty, guys. Just a quick down and dirty, hey, this is who I am. This is my where I do my marketing. This is my neighborhood. This is where I do my business. This is my farm. That's all you need for a quote unquote agent profile video. Nobody wants to sit and watch a 5-minute profile on how cool you are. I'm sorry. I'm sure a lot of you are very cool, but nobody's going to watch that. Would you agree, Bill?
Absolutely. Kevin, pull that last little stat up where it said 73% of homeowners. You had the.
Yeah, I think that
was. I think it's slide 3.
There it is.
There it is right there. I think this is very profound. 73% of homeowners say they're more than likely to list with an agent offering to do a video, but only 12% of agents offer a video to sellers in the marketing package. To me, that screams opportunity.
Exactly.
If we're not, if all of us take one thing from this webinar, I mean, forget about what I said about finance as much as I want to work with all of you guys. If we can take one thing from this webinar, that's key right there. Yeah. Because you can separate yourself immediately knowing that only 1 out of 10 agents basically is offering that in their listing presentation. Some markets might be a little bit more competitive, especially in the higher end markets. They're forced to use video because they have no shot, and sellers in higher end markets typically interview more than one agent. So I think that if you're here locally here in Newport Beach or La Jolla or Malibu, I can almost guarantee you're not getting the listing if you're not offering video. Yep. But I think as you get into a more diverse price point, some people may not be as savvy. They might not have, they might just not be aware of what's out there. But this is just incredible. I mean, that is an incredible stat, Kev.
Yeah, so it's literally, like Bill said, opportunity to separate yourself from a lot of other agents. And we're going to show you exactly how to create those videos next. So that's the one thing that we do here at Alta is we don't just let you figure it out on your own. We will help you create the videos. We'll help you, look at different software to use. And, we're always here to train and to help the agents. So just really, really important, guys. All right. So, and I'll just go through a couple of, and I'm going to put these in the chat. Remember, guys, we do have a chat feature. And so if you have questions while we're going, please don't hesitate to throw them in the chat feature. And I'm going to paste this. There's a couple of really good links. HubSpot has this is great, the 13 best real estate videos of 2019. I really encourage you guys to go through these. And so this, and I'm going to put another link in. I'm not going to take everybody's time, but I want you guys to do this on your own. Go through and just see some good examples of what other real estate agents are doing with video. And some of these I know are pretty high end. However, they are pretty good. And here's our friends David and Anna Solomon, getting one of the best agent videos of 2019 being recognized by HubSpot. Not bad, Bill, right?
David is a
good friend of Bill's.
He's a good friend of mine. He was in my wedding. He was one of the best men at my wedding, and he has really excelled and thrived in the luxury market. He works in Brentwood. He works up in Malibu. He works West LA. But everything he does is top shelf quality. and production. The newsletter, we've really talked about his newsletters. That's kind of a webinar from, I think, a week or two ago. But we have all the stuff here, guys, for you guys to duplicate. You don't have to go and do this stuff on your own. Just duplicate it. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Look at the stuff that they're producing, and Kevin can show you how to do it. It's not, it's cost effective.
Yeah. So again, here's another one. Playster is a great resource to look at good marketing, all kinds of marketing really, but especially for real estate. So I just put that link into the chat feature as well. So I really encourage you guys to click on those. And you can also, of course, just do a Google search for great real estate video examples. I really hope you guys spend a little time seeing what other agents do. Like I said, I'm not going to go through that on this training here, but really important, guys. So please do that. And then what we really want to talk about today is how we create these videos. And so what I like to use, and we just started experimenting with this, is Adobe Spark. And so Adobe Spark has a free version. You can also download this, guys, on your phone. So literally go to if you're using an iPhone, you go to the Apple App Store and do a search for Adobe Spark. And you can download a free version that will allow you to basically create really cool images and really cool things that you can use in social media. So let me just show you a quick example of one that we posted today. So this is, you can see how the images, they're kind of animated, right? So that really stands out. Wouldn't you agree, Bill?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's yeah.
Go ahead, Kev.
I was just going to say it really stands out, and when you're using this in Instagram especially, Instagram is so, video and image related. This looks really cool as you're scrolling through your posts, right?
Absolutely, Kevin. I talked to you yesterday, and you kind of gave me a preview of what you were going to review today, and I downloaded it myself. Super easy. I haven't had a chance to play with it yet, but I will, because I do a lot of stuff with the photography and video for multiple things that we're doing. But I'm excited to get my hands dirty and to try the app out.
Yeah, and it's super fun. I've been having a ton of fun, experimenting with it lately. So anyway, literally, guys, you go and you can do it on the desktop version as well. And this is what the desktop version looks like. So you basically are able to, create any kind of graphic or anything that you're trying to do. So say that we want to do a Facebook post. You can start there, or you can start on a social post. Really, you can start anywhere you want. And so this is the basic dashboard for Spark. And so it's very intuitive. And on the mobile version, it's very, very similar. So let me click on this. And so this is literally how you start it. Are we making a graphic, a web page, or a video? Really easy, guys, and it gives us these really cool templates to start with. So we're going to say, for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to say we're going to build a graphic, and it's going to ask us, do you want to start with your branding, or this is a paid, I think we pay whatever, it's part of our Adobe suite, but what you guys would do would be we'd start from scratch. What are we going to do? Let's do a social post. And we're going to do a social post for Facebook, and you can see it gives us the exact correct sizes for what these are going to be, based on where they're going to go. So this is really making things super easy, guys. So let's just click a Facebook post, and we'll click next. And now we can choose a photo, or we can upload our own photo, and we can, so let's just, for the sake of this quick little tutorial, we're just going to click this picture, and you can also search for other pictures. Click next. It'll load up our image, and now we can double click, or we can use these different layouts as our basis, right? So maybe we want to say, oh, that's going to look kind of cool for our listing, right? Or maybe we like this kind of a thing. So you can see we have access to all these different cool layouts, and we're able to create these things really quickly. You know, anything that we want right here. We can also have different layouts. We can do a split deal. We can do up and down. So you get the picture. You guys can have a lot of fun messing around with this stuff, and then to actually edit the text itself, we just click on here. We edit the text. You know, so it makes it super, super easy. And there's tons of effects. There's tons of styles. Like I showed you before, we can animate the picture. So the picture, you know, has different kinds of, it'll rotate, or, you know, really anything we want. So it really makes it easy, guys. And I know we're always struggling to, you know, come up with great content to be posting. This makes it really easy. And I know our agent marketing platform does give us the opportunity to make a lot of different graphics and stuff like that. But this is taking it to the next level, I would say, and creating things that really, really look good. Would you agree, Bill?
Yeah, Kevin, would you recommend, now that I'm kind of thinking about this and watching you go through it, so I downloaded it to my phone, which would work well for if I'm shooting video off my phone, or I'm shooting a quick picture of a home, or I'm doing something for social media. I can actually edit and do that really quickly over my phone once I kind of get used to using it. But for more robust things, you would also want it on your desktop or your laptop. Is that fair to say?
For sure. So, and a lot of agents are moving around. They're on the go. They do a lot of stuff on their phones. You know, a lot of our agents are really, really savvy with their phones. So I want you guys to be able to, you know, be at a listing, click an image, and pull up Spark and make a super quick, I mean, within 5 minutes or less, you're making a really cool animated, you know, post, and you're able to post that. So, you know, I really recommend having both, because honestly, I prefer to work on a desktop, Bill, and I'm way more comfortable working on a desktop. But if I'm out in the field and I'm doing something, and I know I'm not going to be back to my office, but I know I want to get a social media post up, I'm going to do that on my phone all day. So
yeah,
both,
no, I agree. I think for the social media stuff, that the app on the phone works exceptional, or just a quick little video that you wanted to push out. But I think maybe if you're trying to do a big listing presentation, or you're trying to do something a little more, you know, robust, I guess is the word I'm going to use. But it probably makes sense to have it on the computer. But once again, like you said, some people are amazing on their phones. I think the demographic for the average realtor, maybe not, but well, you know, that's to be determined.
For sure. And so again, Spark is great. They have Spark Post and then Spark Video too. So I recommend you guys download both. The Spark Video obviously allows you to manipulate and, you know, make really cool videos. And again, videos should be very, very short. And something that we've been discussing a lot internally is these videos, they don't have to be overly produced. They don't have to be these perfect works of art. And the reason that it works well if you don't have that perfect video is it does give the prospect the idea this is a person. You know, you're a realtor, you're a person, you're not some perfect robot, you know. And so having these, you know, just, you know, kind of quick 30-second, 10-second little video clips of yourself, really, really useful. We had an agent that that was part of our sphere that was doing nice, you know, just, you know, dashboard video. So she would get in her car after she would leave an appointment or whatever, and she would do a quick little dashboard videos. Right, Bill? I think that was somebody that Noah was working with.
Yeah, she was out of North Carolina, I believe, and I don't recall her name, but she was consistent. That was her thing.
Yeah.
She would have her phone kind of mounted on her either dashboard or the windshield, and she would do a short little video and talk about real estate and talk about what she's doing every day, and it went viral. And she had I don't even hundreds of thousands of people following her. You know, if not more. And it was like, holy cow, you could see the power of dedicating. This is something that I think, Kevin, and I'm realizing as I'm now taking the task of building out the social media profile for Clearview, that I realized it's the long haul. This is not a short-term job that we're doing here. This is something that we're building out for ourselves. If we plan on being in this business, and you kind of ran through the statistics that where video's going. What's the stat you said? I don't know if you said it in this conversation or you said it in another conversation, that within 3 years, 80% or 90% of all things will be video related.
Yeah, all traffic on the internet, it's predicted that within 3 years, 80% of all traffic on the internet will be video. That's a massive.
But once again, powerful statistic.
Yeah.
And if we plan on being in this business in the next 3 years, we don't have a choice. We have to develop the familiarity and we have to be comfortable using video and presenting and preparing it, right?
For sure. And we also have today on the line, we have Travis Breton, our corporate broker, who is pleasantly waited, and he's put his hand up on our thing. Good morning, Travis. How are you?
Good morning, Kevin. How's it going?
Great. Really good. So video,
I know right in the beginning there, so I don't think you saw me.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. So I know you've got a lot of experience with video. You've used video, and you're definitely a proponent of video. So what do you have to add?
I just wanted to piggyback on what Bill was saying as far as doing the dashboard cam kind of video when you're driving around and talking and stuff like that. I just wanted to throw another example out there. I had come across, I follow lots of people on Facebook, and they follow me back, and I came across this new realtor. He's newly licensed, and he went out and he started doing open houses, and he didn't have anything to work with as far as business,
Yeah.
And he was, asking other agents to host their open house, and, he would get them every weekend. He's been doing them, but he always does a video post, and it's a post of him, hey, I'm over here at this open house, here's what we're doing, da, 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 da. And he gives just a really quick, it's a little bit raw, which is kind of the beauty of it, like what you were saying about it doesn't need to be perfect, because you really get to see kind of his personality.
Yeah.
And I mean, he does it religiously. I see him every weekend. He's posting a video. Hey, I'm over here today. Here's what we have going on. I'm doing a drawing for, Starbucks card or whatever. And now I'm starting to get emails from him of listings. So I can tell that he's getting business from this now. And it's really grown his business from really probably not much of a budget, not much to work with. He made something out of it just by doing video, which was free and was just, his time at open houses basically. So,
Right.
Just to kind of get people thinking a little bit about what you can do. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be genuine, and you just got to do it and do it religiously.
Yeah, consistent, religious. I like that, religiously. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that we have to be pounding, guys. And this is what we should be spending our time doing, creating these kinds of marketing pieces. That's really, really a good use of time. So there's, obviously there's a ton of ways to make videos. You can use Windows Movie Maker, and, there's hundreds of different video softwares. Another thing to do, and I know a lot of you guys aren't real technical, is you can go to a special little spot called Fiverr.com. And so Fiverr is a spot where you can get people to make all kinds of things for you. So do you need a voiceover? Do you need logo design? What do you need? Fiverr is great for all kinds of stuff. Great for video though, so video, editing, video creation, YouTube video promotion, video intros, anything like that. You can do a nice little search, and these guys, and they're all over the world, they can, make you a nice video for sometimes as low as $5, animated videos, all that kind of stuff. We've got one of our agents, Marissa, who created this nice little animated video recently. And so, it's the kind of thing that anybody can do it. And so you can go to Fiverr and really have just about any kind of video created. You can send, and what they'll typically do is say, send me a script, send me some images, or send me some raw video that you've shot, and they will create a video for you. So there's no excuse, guys. You know, for $5, you can create a video, and you don't have to have much, digital savvy. You can get this stuff done.
There's really a lot of programs out there these days that'll just kind of do it for you, or people that'll do it for, pretty cheap.
Yeah.
One other source, real quick, is Promo, Promo.
Absolutely.
If you want to do some marketing videos, I think the paid subscription over there is about $50 a month, but they give you the templates. I mean, it's like done basically, and it's pretty high quality. And then for animated posts, kind of like the Adobe Spark there is one other one that I like to use, and it's Ripple, RIPL.
Cool.
It's an app, and they have some really cool overlays and animated posts for your social media, pretty similar to Adobe Spark, just another brand. So,
yep.
And they have a free and a premium. So.
Yeah. So guys, experiment with these things. They're not hard. Once you get into them and start messing around with this stuff, it's not hard at all. Plus, as always, these Wednesday webinars are meant to just, get you interested, get you thinking the right direction. And then if you have real questions and you want to get down to the nuts and bolts, schedule an appointment with me, one-on-one, half hour or 60 minutes, whatever you need. And we will get this stuff done together. So this is we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk, and we want you guys to be engaging and doing this stuff. So we have run out of time. I don't see any questions in the chat. Of course, you can always get a hold of me, 949-285-7209. And would love to schedule a one-on-one meeting with you guys. Bill, thank you so much for being on the line, and Travis as well.
Of course, Kevin. Just real quick, I would just say, guys, takeaway from this webinar, important, video. We have to be using video in our listing presentation, on connecting with the sellers when we go for when we're trying to get listings, and start incorporating this into your day-to-day activities with your marketing. And if we're doing those two things, we're going to see an increase in our business.
Absolutely. And then, so just really get in there, get it, do it, experiment. And when you have questions, call me and we'll get it done. All right, guys, get out there making a great and productive week, and we will see you next week on the Wednesday webinar. Thanks a lot.